All right, in the last video now, we talked about how to stop punches by bringing the guy very close to you and wrapping his head. This is the closest range, range 1. It's the best range, and the reason why is because it gives you the most control. But what if the guy tries something else? Let's say, He-Man, you put me in range 1. Let's suppose He-Man is controlling my arm and my head like this, and I'm trying to hit his head and I can't get any good shots. I might get frustrated and go for the body. See how his ribs are exposed here? And if He-Man just stays in the range 1 defense and doesn't do anything, this can hurt. If you're a bigger, stronger guy hitting you there, that can really hurt. So we want to talk about if the guy gets frustrated trying to hit your head from in close and decides to start hooking your ribs over here. All right, so He-Man, you do this to me here. Let's see. Okay. So we're right here, and I'm going to be controlling him this way. Let's go this side. So you see when you do the range 1 punch defense, whichever one it is, I'm holding the head, whether I overwrap this arm or I underwrap this arm, either way, he's got this shot here, and we want to be able to deal with that. The good thing is it's pretty easy to deal with, and you can almost feel it coming. So if I'm holding him here, and I've got my elbows are in and my knees are up, when he pulls his arm back, I can just feel that. I can feel it just slide across my arm and my knee. I can just feel it. So what I want you to do, as he draws back, and he has to draw back. If he just stays here and hits, that's not going to really work too well. He has to draw back to get a good one. He has to have this range here, in other words. So when you feel his arm, draw back, occupy that space. Real slow here. Look at this. He pulls his arm back. I just put my knee in this spot here, just like this. And once I do that, I'm going to control his tricep. And that takes away the space that he needs to really hurt me by punching me in the ribs. So I'm here holding his head like this. Once I feel that arm draw back, we'll go real slow. I'm going to slide my knee in and hold his tricep, just like this. My knee keeps his punch from coming forward. My tricep grab keeps him from pulling back anymore. So he's kind of blocked on both sides, just like this. Okay. And if he wants to try to hit me on the other side or with the body shot, it's going to be the same thing here. So now you can see that I've got my knees in here on his biceps, and I've got his triceps held just like this. You can also, once you get this point, transition, just kind of slide your hands down to the wrist here. That's not bad. Same principle, okay? But here or here. The idea is that his arms are kind of pinned in here, and he can't get any body shots. So from here, let's say I've got this arm wrap here, I've got his head here, I'm in tight. He goes to hit me in the ribs, there comes the knee, here comes the hand, just like this. One more time. Here, boom. I've got this. If he goes on the other side, boom. I can also transition to the wrist, and I have this range 2 punch control when he tries to hit you in the ribs from in close. Now, I said before that range 1 is the ideal. It's kind of our base of operations. So I want to get back to that as soon as possible. So I don't want to stay here too long. What I want you to do is just pull him in. When I've got his wrist like this, either it's like this or this, what I want you to do is do a little leg extension. Watch this. Boom. And I pull him back down, and I'm right back down into the range 1 punch block position. So I'm here, he hits my ribs a couple times, or if he hits you there, grab this, okay, other side, like this. Got him blocked here. I don't want to stay here too long because it's not as good of a control position as range 1. So I want to go from 2 to 1. Extend my legs almost like I just kind of slide them through here, almost like a leg extension thing. He comes down, I'm going to wrap him right back up in range 1. He goes for my head a couple times, I'm going to block. He goes for my rib, I'm going to block, other rib, block, I'm here, and then go back to range 1. So I went from 1 to 2, and I'm going back down to whoosh, 1 again. We can do the little 1 drill, He-Man, where you're going to snake your arms in a little bit. So we're doing this little fighting here, okay? Fighting in here. Then when he gets frustrated, he's going to hit me in the ribs over there. But there's the first part of range 2. We call this range 1.5. Okay, he goes this side, range 2, and they get used to, in a controlled way, see, bring him back down into range 1, which is the ideal position for blocking punches when you're in the guard.